Hey everyone, Dio Trio here. We are at MacKay Trail in Caledonia.
MacKay Nature Preserve.
That's it. What she said. In Caledonia, New York.
So, how do I?
Info.
So,
There's skunks.
yeah. I'm trying to remember. This lady donated, she donated this land to the town of Caledonia back sometime in the 1900s or something, the earlier 1900s.
There's a car. The MacKay car.
With the intention for it to be a nature preserve. So they're not allowed to do anything else with it. It's written into the deed for the land.
So it's a nice little hidden gem behind Main Street. Connecting the railroad area, in between the railroad areas and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like older stomping grounds of mine. My grandpa's restaurant used to be like kind of in the front area of where this place is. Not totally connected to it, but
Sort of.
kind of.
There's
a way to get to here from there. But.
Yeah, we actually came out the other side over by the park over yonder the last time we were here.
Mm-hmm.
We just...
All right.
So, I'm pretty sure... I don't know what I was saying. Something about the last time we were here.
Yeah, my grandpa's restaurant.
So we needed a short hike because we gotta get the one daughter to work at 4. So
We were gonna do a new trail, but we decided we wanted to get out and walk and do a trail, and we decided to do one that was close and kind of quick within the time frame that we need. So, ta-da! Here we are.
look at all these down trees.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Oh wow. All right. Oops. Oops.
A little bench. Neil Alhott's bench. Hi everyone. So no ranting today. I'm just here to enjoy the trail, guys. The energy here is nice and calm and relaxing anyways. I had Chimney Bluffs. Either I was manic that day or that area's energy was just getting to me. One or the other. If you want to hear a rant, go back and watch that. I went on for like an hour about USPS. It was great.
Don't even start.
I'm not. Anyways.
We love the USPS anyhow.
Yeah, we do.
Because we certainly can't get our items to anybody without them. So
Mm-hmm. Moral of the story is we want to preserve a good thing and we don't want it to be destroyed. Ah, spider web.
So I've got to say, now my left leg is shorter than my right one. So the way that this bag, like this kid carrier, centers the weight over the top of your hips, it's a good thing, but I can definitely feel it. But it's still, I mean, it's better than just piggybacking or something,
Big old train chilling.
which she's not capable of doing yet.
So,
I have a picture of you up on that rock
heck yeah.
doing a funny pose somewhere in my phone.
I need the baby so I can do the Mufasa. It's the Lion King rock, guys. Well,
Pride Rock.
yeah, that's it.
Pride Rock.
We have our own little Pride Rock here in small old Caledonia. Da, 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 da. Which way do we go, George? Which way do we go?
That way?
That way?
Yeah.
Alright.
You ask me, I'm pretty much always gonna say counterclockwise. Why? I don't know. I like to be different.
That leads back up to the...
Turn back time.
You'd go clockwise?
Nope. You go counterclockwise, you turn back time.
Oh. I don't know if that's totally accurate, but...
Nope. It is definitely not accurate, but it's fun to think about that, you know? What if you did? What if you were like reversing your aging process?
Yeah.
Oh crud, I forgot that.
I think you're always going to be as old as you are. It's just about being able to live past that threshold.
So, I have a slight little wee problem.
What's that?
Hold on. Hold up.
You got a shoelace being...
Yeah. So, oh, not that tight. I just kind of wear them loose. Levi undid my lace earlier and I forgot to fix it.
Ta-da! We have a shoelace. That is...
Now my right shoe is better than my left one. It feels weird.
I almost had a giant bug fly in my mouth. That was fun.
So, here's a little railroad
action.
So back there, if
Little
you go-
stairway action.
if you go
Naturally
further that way, that's
occurring.
where Reminisce.
Oh yeah, my Dio's Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
My grandpa's restaurant.
The girls should have come with us. This is nice.
Yeah, right. I mean, double a quarter pounder meal with a free 10-piece nugget. Sounds way better than hiking in nature.
Now, mind you,
Not really.
she's 14 and like maybe 100 pounds soaking wet. So,
You keep eating like that and you're not gonna be... keep eating like that, and your shuts off your metabolism, man, when you hit about 40. You're like McDonald's is like, there we go. I found the switch.
I don't think that McDonald's shuts off your metabolism.
It doesn't help.
Your activity level and the way that you eat and the things that you eat in general will slow it down. Actually, I think nature slows
I blame
it down.
McDonald's.
Nature slows it down anyway. But your activity level and your food choices, and not just your food choices, but the way that you consume them. You know, if you eat like smaller portions more frequently, you keep your energy levels up by, or activity levels up by, you know, moving and shaking, then your metabolism is gonna, you know, not really stray too far.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know what those ones are.
It does take years of bad habits to break our bodies, so.
Look at these mushrooms.
Yeah, all over the place.
They are.
Sherman.
Why do we buy mushrooms at the supermarket when we can forage them ourselves?
Because the supermarket says they're clean, even though
The supermarket says these are not poisonous.
and if they are, you can sue us.
If they're poisonous, suing them is probably the least of your problems.
Exactly. I don't know how they got us to buy all that crap.
Ow. Woo. Ow, baby, ow.
What the heck is that? Oh, smorgasbord of worms?
They're snails.
Yeah, they're out of their shells?
They're shellless snails.
Shell shocked.
I don't know why.
What?
I'm just making noise.
It's like the...
I'm making noise because of the way that I have
The Metal Gear Solid noise, guys. That's our version of it.
The way I have this kid pack, whatever this thing is called, on my armpits is not comfy. What are you doing, Lulu? Hi.
She's enjoying the ride.
Hi. Hi. She's new.
Hey, another bunch.
Oh, we've been through.
So there's nothing crazy going on here. It's just a nice, calm, relaxing trail. You know, all kinds of different little...
Wow.
This is, right here, the story of the 26 acres that were donated from this lady here. Mariana MacKay Wilkins.
Yeah.
26 acres that make up MacKay Wildlife Preserve and Nature Trail once lay home to MacKay Farm, where Mariana MacKay Wilkins was raised in 1971. She and her family donated the land to the village of Caledonia on the condition that it would be designated as a wildlife preserve. Mariana's love of the land she once knew as home is now enjoyed by all of Caledonia thanks to the generosity of her and her family. The bench is dedicated in her name. So there's the background of this place. So
Yeah.
her and her family owned a lot of land, and probably way more if she just, you know, gave away this land. Could you imagine growing up on this and running around and forging the trails yourself back in the day when there was no technology and that's all there was to do?
If it were farms, I would say they probably owned a lot more than this, because this probably wasn't farmland.
I mean, there was technology in 71, but you know what I mean. None of the digital, like, phones.
She wasn't born in 71.
No.
She donated it in 71.
No, so she was, what, 30s, 40s, maybe? 20s?
I'd imagine she was, no.
Towards the end of her life, you
I
think?
think so, yeah. Usually when people do their philanthropic, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Philanthropic. The philanthropy. What? No, I'm just doing it on purpose, guys.
Philanthropy.
Yes.
I mean, some younger people do it, but
Yeah.
anyway, I'd imagine that picture of her shows her toward the end of her life, so I'd imagine that's probably about when she did it, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, I'd imagine that all the farmland was separate from here. You know, like, I don't know if there's farmland a little further down the road that probably was part of their farm. And then, of course, back then, something to do with the railroads. Like, the railroad owns a certain amount of the land. Probably paid them to run tracks through their land.
Or they built them themselves and rented it to the railroad, which would have been smart.
Well, typically the companies like that, the railroad, or if you let like the windmills or whatever be built on your property, you get paid a consistent amount for their use.
Yeah.
So it doesn't stop. It's not like one lump sum. It's paid to you all the time. And for like a lot of people, it'll pay their taxes on their land, and then some.
Yeah. It's usually the point of doing it, but from what I heard, you have to fit certain specifications to be able to qualify for it to begin with. So
I don't know what you mean.
you have to have a certain amount of land and certain amount of open space around it, and it has to be at a certain level where, like for windmills,
Right.
for instance, they got to be up in the air a bit to catch the wind. You can't have them down in the valley.
He's a chicken of the forest, or chicken of the woods.
Chicken of the woods.
Yep, they're
Squirrels?
very good, I hear.
What?
The mushrooms.
Oh, the mushrooms?
Yep.
Chicken of the woods.
Yep.
Mushrooms and chicken taste the same.
I mean, I use.
They do if you put them together in the same pot,
I
right?
use mushrooms as a substitute for chicken and the peas.
Tastes like chicken and mushrooms. Chicken and mushrooms. Yeah. What she said. Bum, bum, ba, bum. Oh. Nice and shaded path too in the woods. Like you got little patches of sun here and there, but
Are you telling us?
what hits you doesn't really affect you. And it's a nice day right now anyways. It's only 74-ish right now. But we've done this on a hotter day when it was like, what, 80 something when we came here the first time. And it was nice and cool in here because,
But it was so buggy.
yeah, there was a lot of bugs.
It's not buggy today.
No, a couple here and there. Yeah, because that's the Pride Rock. So we want to go this way and gotta go that way.
We only know because we've been here before.
Yeah. Last time we were here, we seen a deer chilling in the preserve, so in the open area. It was pretty cool. This path should take us right to a.
So there was a deer over on this side, but then we went across the creek and down by the railroad over.
Yeah, and ended up at the park over there and stuff.
There were more. No, I'm talking about where the deer was. In the bushes across the creek.
Yeah, so this is the way we want to go, I believe.
If you want water, it's in the bottom of the pack.
I'm actually doing all right now. Thank you.
You think so? Blah, 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 boo, boo, boo.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. I think so too. Da, 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 da.
mm-hmm. Da, leading the way. Another down tree.
Yeah? Who knows what I said?
Big rock.
Careful there, Sparky.
Sparky.
Usually call you Chachi. Careful there, Chachi.
It's got a really nice canopy here. It's just nice. It's nice atmosphere. Birdhouses randomly scattered everywhere.
What was that, cicadas?
Yeah, it sounded like it.
I mean, cicadas don't shut up, though. They just sing their never-ending song.
Well, it depends on how many are there, too.
I guess.
They get loud when they're in bunches. That might be. I mean,
it was never-ending. It was like.
Yeah. They would go in sections, too. It was ridiculous.
But it's hot down there. They probably have cicadas every year.
Yeah. Well, what are they supposed to come up every 7 years or something like that?
But if you
it would make sense.
Cycle every single year.
Yeah. It would make sense that there was droves of them in certain areas every year. And those down in Arkansas, they don't have daddy long legs. They have granddaddy long legs. They call them. They're huge. They're like New York daddy long legs, but 3 times the size. They're ridiculous.
Their mosquitoes are all ginormous too.
Yeah, even the girl ones. You know, guy ones are usually huge.
Yeah, their guy ones are super ginormous.
They're like 3 times the size of New York ones.
And you know they say everything's bigger in Texas.
Arkansas is pretty right next to Texas, so it makes sense.
You hear her? She's practicing being us.
Babbling.
I love it.
It's not a bad thing to do when you're on camera. Silence sometimes in certain things, but talking is key. That's why I need you in the rooms on whatnot, because sometimes people start chatting all over the place, and I'm like, I can't even keep up with all that right now because
I keep up with it.
Yeah, I know, because you're able to. I'm trying to show cards and write people's names down and think about what's next, and people are talking, and I'm like,
They're talking amongst themselves, not really necessarily with you, but yeah.
Yeah, but you want to try to be in on the conversation. That's where you come in, because you can kind of
oh my goodness,
chat.
Yeah? See?
And usually you get people in a chatty mood, which is good.
Yeah, because I just bring up random stuff.
Yes, you do.
If I don't know what to say, I just say something. People will respond. It spirals into a conversation. Go figure. Or the times I've been in the room with you and I'm like, hey, so what's everybody doing? Anybody got any fun vacation plans?
Yep.
Yeah. Just the people talking. Sounds like lightning struck it.
Many, many moons ago. Yeah.
Tarzana. Jane.
Wow, look at this natural formation of plastic in the... Just kidding.
Yeah. That tree darn near took my glasses.
And there's a nice little open meadow there, isn't there? Right where the drainage was.
I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say meadow, but a nice little opening. There's some crazy spots in the center of some of these places. Like, we've been in a couple places where it was like really thick woods, and then all of a sudden it's just nice and open, and it's pretty sweet. The creek trails.
So that brings us up to the other trail, which I don't think we have time for.
Yeah, it's 2:12. I mean, we probably do, but it's a little bit more extensive.
It's not.
It's not horrible, no, but
We just gotta get Kira to work.
yeah. So I think we'll just do this and call it a show. This part's kind of cool anyway, so.
Now, how did we end up over by Reminisce the last time we were here? We must have went.
I think the train tracks we kind of
We hopped over them?
toured a little bit, yeah, to try to find it. So here's this little opening.
I wish they had a...
And then there's a weeping willow.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
Yes. Chris and Emily. Oh boy. There was a deer in this little area, wasn't there, the last time we were here?
All right.
Come again, it says.
Yeah.
We will. This is a nice little spot. It's not nothing crazy, but it's just relaxing. I'm surprised there ain't a million more people on this thing from the town. Like, I guess what you have in your own backyard sometimes you don't. You kind of take for granted.
Nice little gazebo.
Yeah. So a place to have lunch and stuff.
Oh, they have pictures.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm more drawn to that one.
Donated in memory of the U.S. Navy veteran Donald Werner.
You're not even showing
By
the
his
picture.
best friend and fellow members of the Caledonia VFW post.
Look
And then
at the workmanship, though.
The gazebo was donated by Neil and Alan Alhart in 2007.
Who donated? What did the other person donate?
They donated the table and the gazebo in 2008. 2007 they did the gazebo. 2008 they did the table.
Oh. Well, yeah, the table, like if you look at the design,
matches
it goes
the
right with
gazebo.
it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All
I'm
right.
making the geometrics here. Hold on.
And here's the sign for the place that we didn't get right at the beginning. You want some? There's the QR code on camera, guys, if you need it. You want to get some more information. Thank you. From the Dio Trio, it's Tanya, Daniel, and Levi signing off. Say bye, Levi.